So this question is saying for the area of a trapezoid, and they give us the formula, they want to figure out what B1 equals, what B2 equals, and what H equals. So basically I'm going to try and isolate B1, then I'm going to try and isolate B2, and then I'm going to try and isolate H, and I want to see which one of these equations matches up. Okay, so I'm going to transfer to my paper here. So the first one I want to try and isolate is B1. So I want to get this B1 alone. That means I want everything else to the other side. I have this 1/2 here. I want to get the 1/2 to the other side. Now I know that if I multiply by the reciprocal, which is 2 over 1, that'll cross out that fraction as long as I multiply the 2 over 1 by this side. So I'm going to multiply 2 over 1. That means these cross out. And I have to multiply this side by 2 over 1. Now this is like a over 1, so it's really just 2a is equal to h times the quantity b1 plus b2. Now I still want to get this b1 alone. I have this h on the outside. Because h is being multiplied by this whole thing, to get rid of it, I do the inverse operation of multiplication, which is division. So the h's cross out. So now I'm left with 2a over h is equal to b1 plus b2. My last step now is just subtract b2 to both sides. And so I get b1 is equal to 2a over h minus b2. So now let's look at my answer choices. Oh. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, this is blurry. Okay, no, it's not that one, and it's not that one. Okay, so I know A and B are out because that's not what B1 equaled. Okay, now this one isolates B2. So let's try and isolate B2. So I want to get B2 alone. So basically I'm going to do the same steps that I did here, except now I want to isolate my B2. So it's actually going to be the same exact steps. So to get B2 alone, I multiply by 2 over 1, I divide by h, but if I want B2 alone, instead of subtracting by B2, I'm going to subtract the B1. So I'm going to do a little side note here. So 2a over h is equal to b1 plus b2. So now, since I want b2 alone, subtract b1. So that means b2 is equal to 2a over h minus b1. And I believe this was one of my answer choices. So let's go back to our answer choices. This is so official. So one of my answer choices can be C. So now I want to try and isolate h. So I'm going to try and get this h alone. So I'm going to do this on my scratch paper. So starting with my original equation was A is equal to 1/2 h times b1 plus b2. So now I want h alone. I still want to multiply the 2 over 1 to get rid of this fraction, which is just multiplying by 2. So then I get 2a is equal to h times b1 plus b2. Because h is being multiplied by everything, but I want the h alone, I'm going to divide by b1 plus b2. That crosses out this whole thing. So then I get h is equal to 2a over b1 plus b2. So let's see if that's any of my answer choices. Whoops. Okay. Yep. D. So our answer for this problem was C and D.